May is Mental Health Awareness Month, and we've partnered with Burke this month to talk a little bit more about services that they offer. Specifically today, we are talking about services offered to veterans. And joining us in the studio right now, we have Michelle Connor. Let me make sure I get this title right. Michelle is the Military Veterans Peer Service Coordinator at Burke. And we also have Jordan Bridges, who is the Rural Veterans Service Coordinator at Burke. Thank you very much for coming in. Appreciate that. And so let's just have a conversation about this, and whoever wants to jump in and kind of play off of this, please do. Why is veterans' mental health important? Just the big overall catch-all question to start.
I think they're just like everybody else, they need care, especially on the mental health side, just like everybody else does.
Sure.
And so how they seek care may look a little different than how other people in the community may seek care. And so just knowing that we're here and available, and there's no barriers to care working with us is really our message.
Okay. You want to add on that, Michelle?
Yes. As a veteran myself, whenever we get out of the military, we go from being in an institution that tells us what to do, where to go, what time to get up, what we have to do during that day, and what time we go home and where we live, to out into a society that we don't have a purpose.
Right.
We were given a purpose. Now we're out. We don't know what we're supposed to do. What time are we supposed to get up? Where we're supposed to go?
Sure.
How do we look for work? We've never really looked for work before. We never really did a resume because we went from being
straight from
high school straight into the military. So it is a little bit more difficult to transition into civilian life, and it can play havoc on a veteran's mental health, as well as their family's mental health, struggling to get back into society and coming back home to an area that they probably haven't been to for quite some time.
Yeah, you mentioned some of those factors there, and I would imagine that veterans, in many, many cases, there's a whole long list of experiences that veterans have that are outside the norm of the regular community. And so what kind of challenges does that present to you when you are consulting with and trying to diagnose and treat veterans?
The big jumping off point is that reintegration, that military culture, and then you transition to civilian culture. And so that's a big part of what our services, our veteran services at Burke is we're military culturally sensitive. And so that's really important that the veterans understand that we know where they're coming from. And that's a big help to getting them through the door initially. Right.
I would imagine that sometimes, especially for veterans, it's kind of difficult to make that first step to say, hey, yes, I do need help. What advice would you give to a veteran or maybe a veteran's family member to say, hey, this is how you can make that first step easier or get it done?
First, I would let them know is that it's okay to not be okay. And second, you have a veteran family here.
Right.
And we are here. Just make the call to us, and we will help you transition to any resource that is available to help you at no cost in order for you to get where you need to be. The end result is for every veteran, every service member, every family member to live their best life.
Right. And as we've been talking about, to have more good days and describe, and I know we've touched on this, but let's dig a little deeper. How can Burke help veterans have more good days?
Well, I think that there is that stigma in the military culture of reaching out for help, and just knowing that we're here to be together with them, one, but also the no barriers to care, I think, is huge, because they try to seek care maybe through the VA and they go through all these steps or have to do all these things. They can come get connected to us rather easily. And so I think just communicating to them that it's okay, to ask for help and to be involved with something with their fellow veterans, that have maybe been through these transitions, and can provide that, even that counsel, that peer-to-peer counsel with them.
I would imagine a big part of this is just being able to listen, right?
Yes, be able to listen and to be able to provide resources into anything that the veterans may be going through at this time. We have a high homeless rate in our area as well.
Right.
But we also have a high veteran homeless rate. Our population in Angelina County alone of veterans is 3,356 veterans.
Wow.
Which is almost about 11% of our population in Angelina County. So we do have a large veteran population here. But as long as we are educating our community with military cultural, which was what we can do as well, is that we can communicate, we can facilitate military cultural competency to everyone in our area so that it makes the transition easier for the veterans. It also makes it easier for any type of nonprofit organization or a business or a employer understand the culture, a military culture, and be able to employ those veterans better.
So to take that first step to have more good days, how do folks reach out and contact you?
We are accessible. We have our own social media page, Lufkin Vet Center, and that they can reach out to our website with myburke.org.
Myburke.org would be the good first landing spot, right? All right. Thank you all very much.